and welcome to Mtandao Center, where we are all about digital identity and presence. And what do? We giving businesses and organizations in Africa a digital identity and presence. That is Mtandao Center for you. So in the previous episode, we talked about digital identity. Today we're going to be talking about digital presence. So let's go direct there. And to help us out is our able assistant DeepSeek AI. I told you this is free open source Chinese AI. I like it. I like it because it's open source. It doesn't limit me. Like ChatGPT, you have to pay for things, limits you, limitations. Ni. Me, I'm not about limitations. And these Chinese guys know how to not limit you. But the Americans, anyway, let me not get into those politics. Anyway, so I prepared some notes for you yesterday, and let me collapse this. And let's start from the top. So, what is digital presence? So, digital presence, simple definition. So, digital presence is the collective online existence of an individual, business, or organization. It is everything that exists on the internet that is associated with a specific name or brand. Think of it as your digital footprint or virtual identity. So we've talked about footprint, and here they're bringing the identity part, but basically is what you do on the internet over time. So what you do on the internet over time is what is digital identity. So let's look at the core components of digital presence. What is the core components of a digital presence? I have a Kido. There's a Kido who's making some noise out there. So just forgive them. Forgive them. They're just children. So a digital present isn't just one thing. It's a combination of many elements. This can be broken down into the main three categories. So basically, digital presence is about your content online. Okay, what do you put online? So that's your content. So we have three types. The first category is own content. Own content, this is content and platforms that you have complete control over. You create it, you publish it, you manage it. Okay. An example of this is a website or a blog. This is often the central hub of your digital presence. It's your home base on the internet. So, for example, my website, if you come to mtandaocenter.vasel.app, you always find me there. I'm present. I'm present as this, and this is information you will always find about Mtandao Center. Okay. Now, social media profile. Your accounts on platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, X, Twitter, TikTok. So, for example, let's go to X. I know that's where most guys are. X. Let's go to X. This is an example of a social media profile, and we can be able to look at Mtandao Center. We can be able to look at Mtandao Center on X. So loading slowly kidogo, but it's gonna be up. It's gonna be up. Bear with me, people. Bear with me kidogo. My internet today is letting me down. Maybe we just go back. I think you get the point. Social media profiles. Your account on platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, X, or Twitter. Why is you loading to today? Pole pole. So social media profiles. These are also an example of your own content. So I don't think my yeah. No, it's opening. It's opening. Mhm. It's opening, guys. It's opening, guys. Yeah. So this is Mtandao Center profile on X, and yeah. So if you can see, if yeah, I put I check there on my profile. You'll it will give you my Mtandao Center. Okay. Why are you letting me down today, man? Uh-huh. Oh, profile. Yeah, I'm clicking the wrong thing. Sorry. So you can see that's my content as Mtandao Center. This own content, whatever I put here, giving businesses and organizations in Africa digital identity and presence. Okay, Not posted much. Actually, need to do a lot of posting here. But anyway, you get the gist of it. Okay, email marketing list. So, for example, if you there are websites where you go and they ask you to subscribe to a newsletter or something, or you have emails where you send your information. So I think if I come to my let me come to my Gmail. Mhm. So if I come to my Gmail, you can be able to see some of the marketing lists I'm on. And this one you always find it on the promotional side. So if I come to promotions, if I come to promotions, you can see I don't read most of them, but you can see like for example, I'm part of Dora Hacks marketing list, so they'll always send me information about hackathons and stuff like that. Okay, so that's an example of a marketing list. Okay, so yeah, you can see, and you can see I'm subscribed here, so. Um, they send me information because I've subscribed to their marketing list. Okay, so they always send me information. Okay, a mobile application. I think all of you are familiar with mobile applications. So if you build a mobile application that is being used by others, that is your own content. Podcasts and YouTube channels. Uh, for example, this channel, my YouTube channel, for example. Let's go to it. I'm sorry about the slow internet. If you have a problem, I'll put my number there. You can send me a coffee so that I can buy faster internet, but for now, just bear with me. Okay. So if I come to my channel here, hey, internet today. And by the I'm using Safaricom. You guys for Safaricom, see if you. Okay. Sorry, maybe it's I'm just on a lower bundle, but still, you guys, you should just give me good internet, one. I'm trying to teach people here things and you're slowing me down. Anyway, so for example, so Mtandao Center, if you come to youtube.com at Mtandao Center, you'll find me there. I'm always present as Mtandao Center, digital identity and presence. Okay. So that is an example of own content and content. This is online conversations about you that is generated by others. You don't create it and you have limited control over it, but it significantly shapes your reputation. So, for example, online reviews, rating and comment on Google, Yelp, TripAdvisor, or industry specific review sites. So, for example, if you put up um, an application or you're running a tour company and you get recommendations, people talk about you, or people do reviews on rate you, that is online reviews and rating. So social media mentions, when somebody mentions you, okay, tags you to an account or talks about you in a post, even if you're not tagged, okay, that is social media mentions, okay. That is what we call earned content. It is not your content, but you've earned it by being present online. Media coverage, articles, interviews, or mentions on online newspapers, magazine, or blogs. So when people write about you, mention you, talk about you on your YouTube channel, that is media coverage. Okay. That is earned content. Guest posts or interviews. Content you create for another platform, which builds your authority and links back to you. So, for example, if I build your website, I usually like putting this tagline here. I usually like putting this line website designed and developed by Mtandao Center. So I've tagged myself, or I tag myself on your website, and other people can get to me using your website. Okay, that is what we call earned content. It's not my content, but it's your content. But I've earned. Okay, I've earned to be there. So where were we? Content you create for another platform, which builds your authority and links back to you. And also, for example, like if you're a writer and you're featured on somebody else's blog, that can be, or you're invited to be a guest on somebody's podcast. Okay, like for example, there's this guy. Okay, let me not go. go into that. But basically, you get the gist of it. Forum discussions, people talking about you, your brand on sites like Reddit or Quora. So you know Reddit and you know Quora. If people are talking about you in forum discussions, that is what we call earned content. Then we have the third category, which is paid content. This is promotional activities you pay for to boost your visibility online. So pay per click ads, sponsored search results on Google or Bing. Okay. So for example, if we Google, let's try Google digital presence. Let's Google digital presence here and see if we can have some sponsored link. Digital presence. Okay. We have this AI here. Hmm. No. Let's try something like where to buy shoes in Nairobi. To buy shoes in Nairobi. Let's okay. Where to buy wholesale ladies shoes in Nairobi. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. So you see, these are what we call sponsored results. So these people are paid for their results to be on top. Okay, so you can see hide sponsored results. These are actual results, but this one, these three guys are paid for the results to be on top here. So this is what we call sponsored results. So sponsored search results on Google or Bing. Okay, social media advertising. So paid promotion on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, etc. So if you pay for your post to be promoted on social media platforms, that is what we call social media advertising, and that is a type of paid content. Okay, display ad banners, banner ads on websites and apps. So, for example, if you put your adverts on Google Ad and then they are posted on other people's websites, that is called display ads. Okay, influencer marketing, paying an influencer to feature your product or service to their audience. So influencers, TikTok, Instagram, or they come in different shapes and sizes. So if you pay them to talk about, like I know this guy called Mwalimu or something like that. This is all over the internet space. Okay, so you pay an influencer to talk about you. That is what we call paid content. Sponsored content, paying for an article or review to be published on another website. So you can pay a writer to write about you on their to write about you or to feature you on their platform. Okay, it's something similar to influencer marketing, but that's called sponsored content. So just a recap is the three core components of digital presence is owned content. Basically, the major thing is content, but then you break it into owned content, earned content, and paid content. Okay, why is digital presence so important in today's world? Okay, in today's world, the internet is the first place people go to find information. People are finding information on the internet. If you're not on the internet, I don't know where you are. So sorry. Maybe this is not for you. But if you're on the internet, this is what you're saying. Most people find you through the internet. A strong digital presence is crucial for several reasons. Let's do number one, first impression and credibility. When somebody hears about you or your business, their first action is almost always to Google it. If they find nothing or find poorly managed outdated presence, it can create a negative impression or raise doubts about your legitimacy. So, for example, let me show you why I'm the right guy to be talking to you about this. So, if you come and Google George Giduma Jogu, my name, let's Google that. Okay, and it's already telling you is a Nairobi-based entrepreneur, content creator, and tech enthusiast, known as the founder of Mtandao Center and for his work in technology education. So basically, I've been in the space. You can even see my LinkedIn. Okay, you can actually just Google just George Giduma. You can read for yourself. So he has contributed to Mozilla Foundation projects, share expertise on coding, digital skills, open source initiative. I told you about open source. Founder of Mtandao Center, specialized in technology, digital literacy, and online content creation. Okay. background, experience in software development, digital marketing. Anyway, I'm just marketing myself here. So basically, what we're talking about here is building credibility, first impression, and credibility. So you can see already I'm a credible guy. You can trust me. Visibility and discoverability. A well-managed digital presence make it easier for potential customer, employers, or partners to find you. It ensures you show up on search results when people are looking for you. So, for example, I show up on the search results when people are looking for me. Like if I had a sketchy thingy, you wouldn't trust me. But I believe now you trust me now that you've seen me, and you can go further and check out my LinkedIn. You know, yeah, there it is. All this information I'm telling you, there it is. So visibility and discoverability. So you can be able to be discovered online, and that is for yourself, for your business, and for your organization. Building trust and reputation. Why do you want to be discovered? Why do you want to be credible? Because you want to build trust and reputation. By consistently providing valuable content and engaging with your audience, you build trust. Positive reviews and professional online images establish a strong positive reputation. Okay? That is self explainable. Communication and engagement. It provides a direct line of communication with your audience. You can share news, answer questions, and build a community around your brand. So, for example, I'm building a community around Mtandao Center, and I'm using my social media, my YouTube channel, to be able to communicate to you. But I also use my website to be able to show you some of the things that I do. Okay, we shall go through my website, but if you're in a hurry, just go to Vasel mtandaocenter.vasel.app and you can find me. So basically, this is digital presence is important for communication and engagement. Control over your narrative. By owning your content, like your website and blog, you get to tell your own story and present yourself or your business in the best possible light rather than letting others define you. So, for example, I'm running Mtandao Center. This is me. I'm owning my story. I'm George Giduma. This is me. I'm owning my story. Okay? Yeah? You get it? You get it? If you don't get it, get out of here. Anyway, so that's what we're talking about. Let's do a recap on that. Why is digital presence so important? First impressions and credibility, visibility and discoverability, building trust and reputation, communication and engagement, and control over your narrative. I'll put these notes on the thingy so that you should be able to 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 read it on your own time. I'll put it on the links to the description. Okay, so example of digital presence in action for an individual: a polished LinkedIn profile, a personal portfolio website showcasing their work, and a clean professional Twitter feed discussing industry topics. So, for example, discoverability, social media profile. So this is an individual, George Giduma Njogu. He has a clean, he has a clean LinkedIn profile, even though the internet is letting him down. So I'm the founder of Mtandao Center, a startup dedicated to leveraging artificial intelligence, social media, and web technology to help businesses and organizations in Africa establish a digital identity and online presence. So if you want to know why, you know, Mtandao Center, founder of Mtandao Center, independent. So if I was looking for a job, I would use this to be able to sell myself. But I'm not looking for one right now. But we can collaborate. Okay, let's look at that's one example for an individual. Okay, for a local restaurant, what would be a good digital presence? A Google My Business profile with accurate hours and photos, an active Instagram page featuring daily specials, positive reviews on Yelp, and a simple website with their menu. So, for example, there's this guy who blew up on the internet because of his this guy called Big Fish. Let's just look Big Fish. Uh, he even got a visit from Baba and Matakarawa when they were doing that as a mere thing. Hey, so Big Fish Kenya. We're not looking at that Big Fish. We are looking at Big Fish Kenya. So if you come to Big Fish Kenya, look at his profile. Okay, you can already see as 28.5. You know, Like look at his profile. You just see fish all over the place. Fish. You just getting, hey, this guy is getting me hungry. Let me stop torturing you guys. But basically, that would be a good digital presence for a local restaurant, a global brand. A global brand. Let's look at Jumia. I hear they were listed on Nasdaq. Jumia. That is the New York Stock Exchange. Nasdaq. Nasdaq. I'm not sure about that, but you can check. But look at that. This is a global brand, African global brand. But if you come to jumia.co.ke, you find them. Look at them. Look at that. Look at that. This is an example of digital presence for a global brand. So, in conclusion, your digital presence is the sum total of your online life. Okay, it is not just being online, but about how you are perceived and what people find when they look for you there. It is a powerful tool for building your personal brand, growing your business, and shaping your reputation in the digital world. Okay, I don't think I need to say more about that. I think that's self-explanatory. So, how is your digital presence? That's your question. Go find out, and if you have a problem, I'll leave my contacts there. You can consult, and this is what we basically do. We are giving businesses and organizations in Africa a digital identity and presence. Talk to us if you don't have one, and we shall be able to create for you. If this information is good for you, please don't consume it alone. Share it with a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and make sure you subscribe. Click that. Do the usual. You know what to do. I've been your guide, George Giduma Njogu, and I want to say kwaheri, shukran, and see you on the next one. Sawa sawa, bye bye.